Shalom, and welcome back to B'nai Noach Academy, Thoughts on Life. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this insight and inspiration with friends and family. So, Rosh Hashana. Rosh Hashana is the new year, the beginning of the year. But notice that it's not called Techilat Hashana, the beginning of the year. It's not called the New Year, as we say typically in the secular world, Happy New Year's. Rather, it's called Rosh Hashana. What does Rosh mean? Well, Rosh means the head. Now, we know that in the body of any human being, or for that matter, any animal, there are many, many aspects to the body with various functions, some more vital, some not as vital, but each together joins together. All of them together join together to be and make up one entire body. But what is the control of the body? What is the most important organ in the body? That's the brain, the head. In fact, on the head, because it's so important, because it's so vital, we also have some of the most important organs and the most sensitive ones. The eyes, the nose, the ears, and the tongue, which has so many aspects to it, especially if you consider all the taste buds, the ability to feel, to taste. It's just like such a sophisticated piece of equipment, the head, because the head controls the entire body. And everybody understands that the head is so vital and therefore needs to be protected. The head cannot take the abuse, cannot take, so to speak, a beating like some other parts of the body can and perhaps survive. It's very, very sensitive because its function, its purpose is so vital. Rosh Hashana is the most important day of the year. The entire year, in that sense, like in a head, is, quote, included in this day. In other words, this day impacts what's going to happen in the whole year. This day has an effect on days that are maybe a few hundred days away, but it's all part of it. Remember, the toes in your feet, the tip of the toe, the sensitivity there all goes back to the brain. It's so far and distant from the brain and so different in course compared to the brain, but it's connected to the brain. So what happens on Rosh Hashanah could be 250 days later will be realized, will be materialized. In fact, I heard a beautiful insight. Sometimes throughout the year, one out of nowhere, or what seems out of nowhere, experiencing just a great day. Everything goes well. There is joy. There is what we call mazal, good luck. Just things are just happening. Things just flow. Things are just going the right way as anybody would want them to go. And you're like, wow, how did that happen? Yesterday was not a day that prepared me for this day, because yesterday it was a mediocre day. It didn't really go that well. In fact, it was very sluggish. And maybe the next day won't be as great. How does that happen? Well, I heard this interesting insight that it could be that on Rosh Hashanah, on the very seconds that correspond to this particular day, you actually were in a good mood. You were in a happy mood. You were doing something good for others. You maybe said a good prayer then. You connected to God on a deeper level. And this gets expressed, it, so to speak, materializes so many days later on the day that corresponds to that moment. Why am I saying all of this? Because it's vital. On Rosh Hashanah is a day, or in fact, it's the 2 days that we should all take as much time as possible to reflect, to pray, to be focused on study of Torah, recital of prayers, doing good for others, contemplating our positive purpose in life, thinking of things that we could resolute to do much better the coming year, and so on and so forth. And then certainly, not as in the example I gave, but rather every single day of the year will be an exciting day. Every single day of the year will be a good day. And may God grant you that wish and prayer that this entire year that's coming should be a year full of joy and successes, both in the material and in the spiritual.